Board is visible now.
It's
Is
visible.
it
Yes.
all right? So now over here,
Uh-huh.
if I ask to you, if I ask to you, if I ask to you, how does how does these are the question of the mock test. Okay, speaking module. How does lack of time management affect adversely affect adversely a person's efficiency? Obviously, person's efficiency. So a over here, my question is, how does lack of time management, lack of time management, lack of time management affect adversely a person's efficiency?
Right.
If if you are very punctual, obviously it will affect your career. Maybe if you are punctual, you will get a good wages, you will get a good increment, you may touch the sky, you may reach out at the top of the ladder. Okay,
Right.
but the lack of time management obviously affect adversely a person's efficiency. Now this is a question, obviously, again, because the question would be very tricky. Okay, so first, you have, as I conveyed to you earlier yesterday, first you have to tell your views, then you have to create a problematic that we call as problem questionnaire. Okay, question. On the basis of your question, you have to answer your question. Then you have to take the conclusion, what people are thinking about, what people are doing in terms if what is the effect of this time management in the people's activity, uh, in the person career. Okay, then you can go for a conclusion like what step we have to take for this. So now, if I'm asking you to you, how does the lack of time management affect adversely a person's efficiency? So what I will say, I will tell you my views first, right? So what I can say is
Person.
a person who does not, because I have views first, a person who does not have any regard, who does not have a person who does not have any regard, okay, for time management, obviously, okay, for time, if he will not respect the time basically, okay,
Right.
time management, he will usually be late or hesitant. He will, he or she will, okay, usually
Late.
late or hesitant hesitant in doing anything worthwhile, in doing anything, okay, worthwhile. For example, sometime it happened, maybe you already have faced a situation, sometime you reach the office late,
Right.
you feel very shy once you enter.
Yes. Right.
Is it happen with you?
Yes, sir.
Right,
Many
the same
times.
thing, when I was working with Deloitte. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the same thing happened with me. Sometimes because of the traffic jam or maybe a traffic congestion problem, because I was working with the Gurgaon sector, so that's very in the morning time it is very occupied. The roads are very occupied basically. So sometimes we reach the office late and we feel very hesitant. Oh shit, the manager is just sitting in the cabins, and the director and the CEO also sitting in the cabins. The ones we enter, good morning, sir. We feel very hesitant. So obviously, a person who doesn't have any regard for the time management, he will usually be late or hesitant in doing anything worthwhile. Okay, he can hardly concentrate. And the same way, that this is a mentality I'm telling to you. This is my assumption, right? He can hardly
Right.
concentrate. He can hardly concentrate or on any important task basically. On any important,
Important
see,
task.
I'm just trying to convey to what message I want to convey to you in this
Right.
session. First, you have to explain your views. Then, on the basis of this, I will raise a question because I should not be see. I should not stop myself because that would be a recording session, okay? And I should not take a lot of pauses basically. Is it clear to you? So
Yes,
I will
sir.
say, obviously, I can start my answer in a way. Obviously, I am totally agreed with this statement like the lack of time management affect adversely a person's efficiency. Obviously, a person who does not have any regard for time management, he will usually be late
Hmm.
or hesitant in doing anything worthwhile. He can hardly concentrate on important tasks.
Important task. Right.
Okay, this is bound to affect his efficiency. Obviously, if he is not an organized person, then obviously it will obviously affect his efficiency.
Right,
Is
sir.
that clear to you? So it is just before explaining your answer you have to be very you have to think. See, it is not you will think over and you will take few seconds. Now the moment you start your answer, on the back of the mind, in your back of the mind, you so you should think forward for yourself, what next line I should add on this. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the next we have is, if I ask you, are libraries popular
Our libraries.
with the modern youth? You know what?
Yes.
Whatever the question we are discussing over here, this is a
Right.
new question basically. Like we haven't discussed in the past. What is the question? Are libraries popular with the modern youth? What is this question? Because the question would be a trickiest. They would be very tricky. Because on the basis, see, I cannot say something about uh, the pets. I can say like I can definitely ask about these things, but on the basis I, because obviously I have to I maybe I will ask a lot of questions, but yes, my question would be tricky so that I just because I need to calculate your ideas and your way of conversation in English language, right? So if I'm
Right.
asking, are libraries popular with the modern youth? Modern
Right.
youth, or youth, one second. Are libraries popular with the modern youth? Question we have. Now you tell me. Simple question. Are libraries popular with the modern youth? So if I am raising a question again, I'm telling the trick. On the back of the mind, if I will say yes, in today's age, one can observe that the libraries are going to popular slowly and gradually in the modern youth. The moment I'm saying this one liner, on the back of the mind, I am thinking like what next I should convey. I should add on the lines on the base of this
Right.
question,
Right.
right? So if you think no, I don't think so. The because people are attracted towards basically the online things. There are a lot of there are a lot of books online, right? So I don't think so. The people nowadays, the modern youth basically are attracted towards these libraries, and libraries are not popular nowadays because everything you will get in online.
Right.
You can read the newspaper, you can read the newspaper online. If you want to read the novel, you can read the novel online. But on the back of this mind, I am thinking over here, if I asked you, read the novel please, the
Right.
physical appearance of the book will give you a feel of the language, rather internet. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it right or not? Is it right or
Right.
wrong?
Right.
Once you see, this is my see. First, what I said, I don't think so because people are mostly using the internet ebooks, I would say. But
Hmm.
I am telling you my see. Uh, my mentality. This is my view. This is my view,
Okay.
wherein the physical touch of book obviously in the next level, right? So I think that yes, libraries are for the youth, but we should organize again a campaigning in order to make the people aware to go for a physical appearance with the books. It gives them a good taste, a good touch, basically. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So how I can start my answer? I can say like this. I think libraries.
I think libraries.
See, my motto is to giving you the tips, and you have to follow those tips. Is it clear to you?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
I think the libraries are not so popular. Are not so popular.
Popular.
That's a reality basically. Are not so popular. Okay, with the modern youth,
With the modern youth.
right? They
Right.
consider it a sheer wastage. They consider it sheer. You have to use these type of sheer, totally wastage, sheer wastage,
Hmm?
sheer wastage time. Okay,
Of
they are
time.
interested in internet on their cell phones. Obviously, they are interested more. They are interested more the
Interested more.
internet. Yes,
Hmm.
in the internet, or they're interested
Right.
more to read ebooks. Okay, okay, or their cell phones. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
They believe that internet and cell phones can provide them a lot of knowledge, right? They
Right.
believe that. See, this is a question basically. I'm raising a problem over here, right?
Right.
So they believe that because once we have a strategy, like first I have to explain my will, what I'm thinking for this. Again, I will come back with the problems. So they believe that this is a problem, obviously, that internet
Internet.
and internet uh, can
Can
provide them a lot of knowledge, can provide them
them
a
a lot
lot
of
of
knowledge.
knowledge, right? A lot of knowledge. But those people who are career oriented,
But
but
those people
those people
who
who
are
are career,
career oriented.
is that clear to you? Career
Yes, sir.
oriented, go to
Go to
the library, okay, and make the
library.
most of it in their preparation, and make the most of it,
Most of it
most of it in their preparation.
in their preparation.
Or either you can say I conveyed to you earlier, like
Mm-hmm.
the physical books always give us a touch, a good touch, the feel basically. Okay, so if I want to grab a good marks and a good score, I have to go for a physical appearance with the books.
Right.
If I don't like the books, so it means I cannot do more in my career.
Mm-hmm.
The physical appearance of books play a vital role, I would say. So what do you think, ma'am? You tell me your views.
I think libraries are not so popular with the modern youth. People prefer to have to gain mostly youngsters prefer to have they take the knowledge from the internet. They basically prefer e-books, e-learnings, modules, and
Mm-hmm.
but according to me, the libraries are the libraries are the most peaceful environment for studies.
Very good. Okay.
People, if like the atmosphere, the
We
you
get a
need.
sound atmosphere for study. Okay.
Mhm.
This is something like if we surf the things on internet, we don't get an atmosphere basically. So once,
Right.
for example, we work in the office. Why? Because that's a field.
That's the feel,
We take
yes.
like this in the.
Like we are in
If I want to
office.
study, I have to design an atmosphere.
Mhm.
Okay. So on the basis of your answer, I want to ask you one thing over here. How
Okay.
can the young people be attracted towards libraries? You tell me. On the basis of your answer, I'm asking how can,
How can?
because I will ask the question from your answer sometime. Like what you're
Right.
thinking,
How can?
I will.
Right.
How can the young people be
Young
attracted,
people
attracted towards libraries?
watch libraries. Okay.
How can the young people be attracted towards libraries? So now again, this is very simple question, but yes, again we have to think forward, but we should not take so much of time. If we'll take so
Right.
much of time, obviously there will be deduction the marks. So you have to think, okay, obviously the new concept about libraries should be adopted. The new concept, new
New
books,
concept.
magazines, journals, okay, should be made available. Facilities like Delnet, internet, okay, should be at the disposal of the students, right? In this way, internet among the youth can be regenerated in the libraries. Because I'm just giving my suggestion, my
Uh,
ideas.
सर एक सेकेंड सॉरी ये जैसे आप मुझे ये बताया ना आपने क्वेश्चन आंसर फिर कंफ्यूजन निकालना है ये
हाँ,
चीज
yes.
ये ट्रिक मुझे आ नहीं रही है मतलब ना करनी
कोई
उसको मैं
बात नहीं,
कैसे
I will
करूँ
explain to you. I will explain to you now. How can the young people be attracted toward library? First, I have to I have to explain my views. It is rightly said that we should organize a campaignings. It is rightly
राइट
said that we should organize a campaigning in order to attract our young people or
यंगस्टर
youth towards libraries. Now,
फॉर टुवर्ड्स
now
लाइब्रेरीज
I will raise a question. The question I will raise that will be a problem. But nowadays we have seen the libraries condition is very bad nowadays. This is a question basically, right? No one is paying a proper attention toward libraries. The condition is very pathetic. There is no the the ACs are not in the working condition. The fans again are not in working condition. How can the student sit over here once he or she will not get a facilities,
राइट
right? This is a question basically because you have to raise a question over here and the question would be your problem,
यू राइट
right? And I would say all the libraries may be opened in very longer distance from the city center, that is very far away from the city center. It should be organized in a very planned way,
राइट
right? Once we have and some see we the and I have seen a lot of times that old books lied over there. I have seen in the past and nowadays also the old books lying over here uh, in the
लाइब्रेरी
almirahs of the libraries, in the cupboards of the libraries. So if the student will not get a new version of books, how can he or she visit libraries? Obviously, he will go for an internet. He will take the help of the internet. Obviously, we should organize. Now I will come to the conclusion because I have raised a question. On this question, can't you think so? I can make a conclusion very easily. Yes, obviously, we have to organize a good libraries wherein we should have internet facilities also there in the library so that the student will get a proper use of the internet and that can be regenerated. I would say a new magazines, newspapers, novels should be lying over there. A new version of book should be lying over there.
So
No
exactly.
matter if you,
Yes.
yes, right? And the ACs and the lights and the fan should be in proper condition.
Mm.
There should be a proper cleanliness in the light. Is that so? These things we can use because see, मैं आपको सच बात बता रहा हूँ, अगर मैं ये रूल ना फॉलो करूँ, इवन मैं भी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ. I see, because once we have a rule, we I
Right.
have to tell, I have to explain my views, then question, and then on the basis of those questions, I have to again answer to my questions.
You're right.
Is that clear to you?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is very important concept of speaking. First, what I did, I explained my views. I shared my views like what I'm thinking. Okay. Then on the basis of this, obviously, why people are not attracted toward libraries because of this bad condition. Then again, we have to come to the conclusion. Or I want to stretch this. If you will say, sir, speak on this for 10 minutes, I can speak on the basis of my rules and regulations which we will follow. I
Right.
can use in today's age, one can observe this is just like a virus because people are surfing the internet, they're not attending towards libraries. So
Yes.
slowly and gradually, it is not, this is not good for our youngster and a youth. We should get a physical touch of the books. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So you can see like a lot of things in that case. I haven't used, hardly I'm using a very hard vocabulary over here. It is
Right.
just I'm
Still
following
observing, yeah.
the rules and regulation. Simple. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Now I will give you few minutes. I will
Mm-hmm.
ask you, why do people visit museums? Simple. Why do? See, मैं
Why
आपको
do?
सच्चाई बता रहा हूँ, ये क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं
Mm-hmm.
क्योंकि this is an IELTS. They would just want to see your level of the English. Level of the English would only come out when they will raise these type of questions.
Right. Why do people
Why do people visit museums?
visit museums?
Museums.
Right. Right.
You have 30 minutes to think over. Take 30 minutes.
Okay.
Apply all your ideas and the process which I have conveyed to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
30 minutes. 30 minutes to बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं हो जाएंगे?
30, sorry, 30 seconds. Oh,
Okay.
it's my mistake.
It's all right.
Sorry, it's my mistake.
It's all
I
right, sir.
sorry. I will give you 30 seconds over here. In
Mm-hmm.
these 30 seconds, you have to create your, you have to explain your views. You have to explain your problem. On the basis of your problem, you have to answer your problem and you have to come to the conclusion. But over here, I don't think so. There can be a questionnaire, but yes, there will be a questionnaire, maybe. But it is your. See, I just want to understand first about your views about this. Like, what you think? Why do people visit museum? Now, your time start now. I will give you 30 seconds over here.
Okay.
Why do people visit museums? You want me to share first my views, or you
No,
want to give?
just a second. I just need to share
Okay.
my views with you.
Hello. Let's start now. Okay, start. Start, please.
Okay. Uh, yes. Most of the people, some people fond of ancient things, some people some antique things. So mostly people visit the museums to see, to analyze the ancient antique pieces, uh, because they are very fond of antique pieces, antique things. Some people's go to the museum for their researches, like some students go for their projects, their college projects. But yes, but now, but some museums, museums conditions are not pretty good, are not good. So आगे कैसे बोलूं?
Don't take the pause, please. Speak up, please. Very good. You're doing very good. Speak up, please. Take out your ideas. Please speak up. See,
But
again,
yes.
go for anything. Raise a question. Okay, chalo, let's discuss with this thing. Very good. Why do people visit museum?
Right.
If I ask you, different people visit museums for different reasons,
For different
for
reasons,
different
yes.
purpose,
For
right?
different purpose, right.
Those people who do research, maybe
Who do research,
in some
yes.
fields, visit
Some fields.
museums
Visit museums.
for a special purpose, right?
Yes.
For their
For their
own purpose,
projects.
right?
Right.
But I think that
Yes.
nowadays
Nowadays,
there are
there are
very less people who want to visit museum.
want to visit museum, right.
Basically, again, a
Mm-hmm.
youth, they are carry forward
Mm-hmm.
towards the Western